And they are found in South Australia and southern parts of Western Australia. Unfortunately, they are endangered and it's thought to be less than 10,000 left in the wild. Now, believe it or not, you and I have more in common with Nala than you might think. Take a look at your hand. Very good. Now, check out Nala's front flipper. Nala's front flipper has the exact same bone structure as our hands. And while her flippers might look a little bit awkward for moving around on land, she can actually move a lot faster and easier than you might think. Let's see those flippers in action. Now watch as she rotates those rear flippers inwards to help her climb up the jetty with ease.
Oh.
Very well done, Nala.
Oh.
Now, let's check out those flippers in the water.
Woo!
The behaviour you're seeing is known as porpoising or bowing. It's a really quick and energy efficient way for her to move around the water with ease. You can see that as she goes up, she takes a quick breath that helps her to maintain those speeds to keep up with her prey. But of course, she is not the only predator in our ocean. She shares one with one that is so vital to our ecosystem that is often misunderstood. And I believe she's about to give us a hint. Any guesses? Think I heard shark? You would be correct. And while she does make a beautiful, graceful shark, this is actually a natural behaviour. You see, while their fur does a great job at keeping that heat in, it's a lot harder for them to cool down. So to do so, they have to stick out a naked, hairless flipper. Very beautiful demonstration here. You can also see that she has some beautiful colouring. She's got that grey on the top and that blonde underneath. And that is known as counter shading. You see, when someone looks down into the water, her top blends in with the water, and if you're looking down, that lighter fur blends in with the brighter, sunnier water. But her flippers are also pretty strong, and she's about to show you just how strong they are.
Oh.
Now, Nala is holding her entire body weight on those two front flippers alone, and that's around 70 kilos. She's going to do it again. Very well done, Nala. Well, it is time to say goodbye to Nala and Kip Michelle. Nala's got a big bucket of fish waiting for her. And we're going to get ready to welcome out another one of our seals. Now, we will be meeting another bit of a challenge. Anyway, let's welcome out Moby and keeper Addie, Dana and volunteer Ben. So we do a lot of training with our seals, and it has a variety of purposes.
Ooh.
And what Moby is going to demonstrate today is something called shape discrimination. And we use this to separate our seals to different bodies of water and for feeding. Moby has his own shape, and that is a silver star held by Dana. Now, on Addie's cue, it is Moby's job to pick out that silver star. And he did an awesome job there. We're going to give it a couple more goes. And what the team are going to do is they're going to switch around those shapes to make it a bit more challenging for him. Have a look, listen out for some whistles. So Addie is going to do 2 whistles, and that is the cue for Moby to do the behaviour that she is asking for him.
Oh.
Very well done. Now, you would have also heard another whistle once he put his nose on that silver star. This is called a bridge, and it's a sign to Moby that he has performed the behaviour that has been asked of him, and that a big reward of fish is on its way. So we're going to give it one more go. Let's see if you can do 3 from 3.
Oh.
Very well done, Moby. I think we can all agree that he's done a brilliant job. And it is time to say goodbye to Moby and Addie. I think he's going to give us a final wave. we're going to get ready to welcome out another seal. Murphy is our oldest seal here. He is 19 years of age and he is a mature male bull. And you can tell that also by that bump on the top of his head, known as a sagittal crest. So the behaviour that Murphy's going to be working on with Kiefer and is called the net behaviour. So if you've seen our presentation in the afternoons, you may have noticed this already. What Murphy is going to be doing is demonstrating some of the dangers that are faced by sea lions and all seals in the wild. And that is fishing trawlers and nets. So what Ange is working on is specific criteria she is looking out for. So he needs to shake the net on cue a number of times and then put his head through the net. So she's using that hand cue and that gets him to do the shake. And when she does a payment of a whole lot of fish, that is called a jackpot, and that is a reinforcer, telling him that he has done an awesome job. As you can see, the seals have complete autonomy, so he won't do a behaviour that he doesn't want to do. So if he was finding this challenging, what Ange would do was pair it back to a behaviour that he was really comfortable with doing, and then go from there, because we always leave these training sessions on a positive experience. But what Murph is demonstrating here is how easy it is for seals to be caught up in fishing trawlers in the wild. You see, they're opportunistic hunters, which means that they will go to the easiest food source, and that quite often is fishing trawlers. And these nets can remain stuck on their necks and other parts of their bodies and stay there as they grow and restrict movement. It can also cause injury and even death. And we are overfishing our oceans, which makes it really hard for seals in the wild to find their food source. I think we can all agree he's done a brilliant job in that session. Now, as I mentioned, we are overfishing our oceans, but there is something you can do about it. You see, your choices matter. The next time you're out purchasing seafood, look for the blue MSC fish tick under Murph name. Thanks, buddy. That tick on produce guarantees that what you purchase comes from fisheries that protect fish stocks, jobs, and the environment, which makes Murph and his wild cousins very happy indeed. It's a beautiful smile for Murph, and on that note, let's wave goodbye. And we're going to get ready to welcome out another one of our seals. Now you may have hello to Tani and Kiefer Michelle. Almost a wave there, everyone. Now, husbandry is a really important part of the work we do here as zookeepers every day. There we go. Hi, Tani. A very enthusiastic wave. So husbandry involves providing clean food, clean water, a clean environment, but really importantly, making sure our animals are nice and healthy. And we do this through training cooperative care behaviours. This can be a mouth open for a dental check, checking the ears and eyes, you might see up front there that she's got some very dark looking teeth, and that's completely normal. You see, they don't have enamel like us, they rely on bacteria to coat their teeth to keep it nice and healthy. But you can see that Tani and Michelle have a really close relationship, and this has taken a lot of time and trust. What Tani is showing for you now is what we call a flipper present, and that's just allowing Michelle to take a close look at that flipper to check for any lumps and bumps. You see, like a lot of animals, sea lions are great at masking, and what this means is if they are sick, they will often hide their symptoms until they are gravely ill, and it can almost be too late. So what Michelle has attempted to get Tani to do is some tactile work with her rolled over. So again, that gives her a really close look and lets her get up close and feel for any lumps and bumps and see if there's any responses to her touch. And the really cool thing that we do with our female sea lions is we can train them to take ultrasound, so that if it is getting into breeding season and we want to breed them, we can check that we can get them ready for that ultrasound, and it's a really stress-free way for them to prepare for it. So this flip and roll over to flip is a natural behaviour caught on cue as well. So they do spend a lot of their time hauled out on land, and they are known to be on their backs. I think we can agree that Tani has done an incredible job. I think she's going to say a final goodbye. When she wants to. Again, she has complete autonomy in this situation. Big wave from Tani. And we get ready to welcome Addie. So, as Tani demonstrated, training is really important and this takes time and trust. You see, Pepper won't do anything he doesn't want to do. Whether this is as simple as a mouth open, throw that dental check, looking good Pep, or something a little bit more challenging and complicated, like the next behaviour he's been working on. He's been working on a high bow, and what that involves is him jumping from the top of the wharf there into the water and touching the centre buoy with his nose. So he's getting a bit of a run-up, but I will need your help with this. So on my count of 3, I'd love for you to throw your arms in the air and say, jump Pepper. Do you reckon you can do that? Okay, are we ready? 1, 2, 3. I thought you did an awesome job, but let's check in with Pep. Was that loud enough for you, buddy?
Oh my god.
He said no. Okay, I reckon we can do a bit louder than before. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Jump! Woo! Oh.
Very well done, Pep. And a little sprinkle for the front row. I don't think you got too drenched today, which is nice. Well, we really appreciate you coming down and joining us today. But please stay right where you are because our seals and their trainers will be back to say their final farewells. Remember...